Good morning. Hey, you guys. So, um, I haven't had coffee yet this morning, but I'm trying to get these done every day by 9 or around 9 o'clock, and this is I believe that to us who much has been given, um, you know, much is expected, and I think that many of us need to search and pray and find a way to serve, a way to give back, and so this little thing that I'm doing, reading this little book in the morning is one of my ways to give back. Let it be one of my ways to give back, and that's it. If you enjoy this, I'd love to hear that. Make a comment, I'm reading from a little book that was written in 1954, and it's called 24 Hours a Day, and it's really. Hi Jennifer, hi Teresa. It was put together for the members at that time of the 12-step world, which were predominantly AA, and that's expanded hugely since then. Those 12 steps have been the centerpiece for NA and CA and SA and GA, and there's so many addictions in the world that people are dealing with and recovering from because of the 12 steps. But when this was written in 54, the 12 steps and the program itself was only 20 years old. And, it's now over 80 years old. So anyway, this man wrote this, and it became a mainstay in the 12-step world in the 50s and 60s. And so the language is a little different because of the time. But I love it. I enjoy the language and the simplicity of his writing. So I found that the print is quite small, and I dug up this old pair of glasses that I don't generally wear glasses for reading, but this helps a little bit because the printing, some of it's really small, and the paper in this book is very thin. It's just like, wow, it's like such a beautiful little book. So this is May the 4th, thought for the day. And he does a thought for the day, a meditation for the day, and a prayer for the day. So it's quite short, though. I'll read it. Usually the whole thing takes about 10 minutes. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hey, Justin. Reading from the 24-Hour Day book, May the 4th. It starts, when I was drinking, I tried to build myself up. I used to tell tall stories about myself. I told them so often that I half believe some of them now, even though I know they weren't true. I used to hang around lowbrow barrooms. That lowbrow is kind of something that you would have said in the 50s, eh? Used to hang around lowbrow barrooms so I could feel superior to the other customers. The reason I always tried to build myself up was that I knew deep down in my heart that I really didn't amount to anything. It was a kind of defense against my feeling of inferiority. And then after the thought for the day, he asks a question: do I still build myself up? Something for us to watch for. Then the meditation of the day: God thought about the universe and brought it into being. His thought brought me into being. I must think God's thoughts after him. I must often keep my mind occupied with thoughts about God and meditate on the way he wants me to live. I must train my mind constantly in quiet times of communion with God. It is the work of a lifetime to develop to full stature spiritually. This is why I'm on earth. This is what I'm on earth for. It gives meaning to my life. Hi, Linda. Welcome. So that's a beautiful meditation for the day. So I'm reading from a little book called the 24-Hour Day book. And this is day 4. I started the 1st of May. And I found this book in my house, really, and it has a little price tag in it for $1.50. That's how old it is. It's so cool. And I'll read the meditation for the day again. God thought about the universe and brought it into being. His thought brought me into being. I must think God's thoughts after him. I must often keep my mind occupied with thoughts about God and meditate on the way he wants me to live. I must train my mind constantly in quiet times of communion with God. It is the work of a lifetime to develop to full stature spiritually. This is why I'm on earth, or this is what I'm on earth for. It gives meaning to my life. Beautiful meditation. And the prayer for the day, I pray that I may think God's thoughts after him. I pray that I may live as he wants me to live. It's beautiful, simple little readings by this man whose name I cannot remember right now. What's interesting about this book is he never put his name in it. It was never, it just was never put his name on it. He never put the author's name was never put on it. But I did find it. I Googled it and found his name. Some of the pages are even stuck together. It's a beautiful book, but it's got a few little pages stuck together. So that's it. Thinking God's thoughts, meditation. Yeah, Linda says there's lots of opportunity these days for me to train my mind in quiet times. Yes, there are. Yes, yeah, no kidding. Jennifer says, good morning. Beautiful, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. So that's my reading for the day, and I'm looking forward to this. Every day, this is only day 4, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm glad that, you guys drop by and listen and watch, and hopefully it's uplifts you in some way. So love you. Love is the answer, and we'll talk soon. Now I'm going to go have coffee. This was before my coffee this morning. I just got up, and I've been working at a treatment center on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings from 4 till midnight, and by Monday morning, after, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, 3-day shift or 3 shifts, in a row, but boy, it does take it out of me. I slept in a little bit this morning. It's hard to come home at midnight and just go right to bed. So often I'm up late. Yeah, that's life. Okay, love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Oh, tonight, it's Monday. Tonight we're going to do meditation for the day, and I want to continue a little bit with the story of this evening of how working at the center has changed since I've set the intention to go there with an open heart. I've consciously just set the intention to be there with an open heart, and I'm watching myself for when I can sometimes fall short on that. It's a great opportunity, so in action with people all the time. There's lots going on, and fellas coming by the front desk for conversation, and there's lots happening, and I'm working with people as well that like I'm on shift with another fella, so there's all kinds of relating stuff happening. and I'm not the boss, so it's interesting for me to be there, and ultimately God's the boss, and when I'm in tune, things go really well, and when I'm not, I feel awfully worn out and tired, so it's a learning to be in service on the front line and be there with an open heart. So we'll talk about that tonight. Okay, 7 o'clock on Zoom. I'd love it if you come on the Zoom call. Okay, it'd be great if you can. If not, we'll see you on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, bye. I love you guys. Bye.